slowly started to see the effects of conquest and the way it managed to hurt many. He then converted to Buddhism and created a program for the government focused on nonviolence and structured religious tolerance. The Gupta Empire was founded by Chandragupta in the year 320 CE. His empire was not nearly as extensive. Another non-specific factor or grouping in this empire were the women. They went through a major period of decline, especially by the creation of the sati ritual. The next section is the comparisons of these empires with each other and also the empires around them. Both being classical, they grew during the rise of the Grecian and Persian empires. First, for the comparisons of the Mauryan versus the Gupta empire. For comparisons between the Mauryan and Gupta empires, both were classical empires that had a strong influence of the European empires around them. Both experienced large periods of cultural growth, one, for example, with the Bhagavad Gita, and one, for another example, with the growth of the artisan class. Both also fell to a lack of political unification and fragmentation of government. Next, for comparisons between the Mauryan and Gupta empires, the main cause for decline in the Gupta empire was over military conflict with foreign powers, while the Mauryans were mostly disunified and politically fragmented. The Gupta empire was seen as a theater state. The three Tamil kingdoms were located north of the Mauryan Empire. These empires were located at different times, with the Mauryan Empire occurring first. The size of land in both empires The size of land the empires took over varied, the Mauryan being one of the largest Indian empires. The main religions also varied. The Gupta Empire was predominantly Hindu and made many attempts at changing Hindu culture, including the ways of the temple. The Mauryans were Buddhist due to the ways of Ashoka. Lastly, is for the comparisons between a different empire. There was also empires such as the Grecian Empire that they tried to model and had many similarities to. For example, one contrast between the Indian classical empires and the Grecian/Persian empires was the need for conquest and military efforts. For example, the Spartans in Greece put a lot of time and effort into their military, but the Indian empires put a lot of their effort into cultural growth. Both of these empires were polytheistic in some respects. The Indian empires faced political fragmentation over their government system, while the Greeks struggled for a new system of democracy. They had a system of city-states called polises.
Chandragupta I overthrew Michas and invaded foreign tribes, uniting the regions of northern India. His successor Samudragupta took over the Gangetic Plain and annexed Bengal, Malwa, Assam, Ujjaini, and the Pallava kingdom. Successor Samudragupta II conquered all of northern and southern India. He also controlled most of the major Asian land trade routes. Esthalites, also known as Hunas, took over the northern regions by 500 AD, leading to the fall of the empire. The Mauryan Empire originated in the Indo-Gangetic plains of modern Bihar, eastern Uttar Pradesh, and Bengal. Its capital was at Pataliputra near modern Patna. Chandragupta Maurya founded the empire by overthrowing the Nanda dynasty and then expanded it over central and western India. Eventually, the empire fully conquered northwestern India. At the height of its power, it spanned from the Himalayas to the east into Assam, to the west in modern Pakistan and parts of Afghanistan. It was the largest empire to rule the Indian subcontinent. Under Chandragupta, the Mauryan Empire conquered the Trans-Indus region, defeating its Macedonian ruler. Unlike a lot of empires of this era, the Gupta Empire was very tolerant of other religions, especially Buddhism.